We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Bradley Chubb, Miami Dolphins edge defender. Played absolutely fantastic versus the Jets. I think it was probably his best game in a Dolphins uniform, possibly the best game of his career. He was just outstanding. So much pressure created. He just had such a great feel for the game, and he really needed this after, he had that big penalty versus the Titans. I feel like, he was frustrated. He came out and made plays, and I love the effort he was playing with. He clearly showed a great understanding of what the Jets were trying to do. He created big-time turnovers, multiple fumble recovery, caused fumbles, had a fumble recovery, just came out right away and just was really, really impactful all around. Love what I saw from pretty much the whole defensive front, but really focusing on Chubb. He stepped up big when they needed him, and they need this for the rest of the season. So yeah, super happy to see him bounce back like this, and he took advantage of poor Jets offensive line. And then really breaking down this play for Chubb versus the run, pretty solid, just recognition skills here. They try to fake block him with the tight end, and then he avoids the guard. So they're basically leaving him unblocked. He feels this. He just takes this space underneath. They're pulling the guard, and he just does a great job avoiding him in space, staying square, but they're not taking himself out of the play either. Sometimes they get a little too wide when they try to avoid and then bend back down, make the play at the line of scrimmage. That's just good overall processing of the play, and then good athleticism, good footwork. He's very, very solid in these areas. And then this is just him versus the run. And then versus the pass. As a pass rusher, he was literally just hitting different levels that I've ever seen him play. Here's his first forced fumble. Really good job from the interior guys getting that initial pressure. Chubb actually played a little bit on the left. Usually, he plays strictly like right edge defender, right outside linebacker guy. But with Phillips out, they moved him around a little bit more in this game. I like to see, the variety, versatility, throw things up, get the advantage that you want. And then he's actually, not super wide here. Long's like the widest guy on the team. And they're going play action, and he's still able to win around the edge versus right tackle. He does a great job with his hands. He's very precise with it, sticks with the play, great effort, and then get that ball out, closes, gets a big hit. That is big time performance from Bradley Chubb. Love what he's been showing. Even though he had that really dumb penalty last week, I do love that he showed at least that passion and emotion. You don't want him to let it take control and make dumb plays, but I do like that it shows that he really does care and just wants to make big plays for this team. One reason Chubb was so unstoppable in this game was he was winning around the edge, but then also knifing to the inside, and he just creates disruption here. Like, you'll see a cleaner one, obviously, later when he gets a sack, but this one, he basically beats the tackle. There's no guard at the inside who he also takes out of the play, which frees, some other guys. It just creates all this disruption. Basically takes two guys to block him, and he gets there. Zach basically has to work free. He also has David Long working free, and David Long, who has a free rush to him, still gets to the quarterback around the same time Chubb is. It's just great stuff. I love his feel for space. See this guy get a little too wide out of his initial step, and you take that inside, and if this guard doesn't get a little bit wide enough, he probably gets another free rush, as you'll see it later, but he ends up taking the guard out of the play, still beating the tackle, sticking with it, falling through. That's good core strength. Sometimes when you get hit like this, like he got some high pad level here, when you get hit like in the side like that, people tend to lose balance, but Chubb plays with a lot of good balance and strength, and he continues to get work after the quarterback, force Zach Wilson to throw the ball away. Another example of Chubb making plays versus run, this one a little bit different, not working some gap scheme concept towards him. This time on the backside of an outside zone, they leave him unblocked. He picks up like 3-4 yards, which isn't a perfect play, but it's nice to see him getting down. Being disciplined, he doesn't just instantly shoot down, constrict the space right away. He knows Zach could pull on the bootleg action. He's responsible for that. And once he sees it get handoff, he stays square. He stays right down the line of scrimmage and then close, showing off some burst, make that tackle. This game could be a lot bigger if Chubb instantly goes for the play action boot. He's like predicting it, and then they hit outside zone. This is exactly what you want when you leave this guy unblocked. You want him to go for the boot, but Chubb makes a disciplined play and limits that to, a 3-4 yard gain. And then here's another example of Chubb taking that inside space. When they're setting up these play actions, you can tell, like, if you watch my Jets preview, this is exactly what I was talking about. Those 1st and 10 play actions, or even, 2nd and 10, whatever it is, they're going to take these shots down the field. They're not just, going to run strictly play action, like 2nd and medium type situations, or even 3rd and short type situations. They run it a lot on early downs. You got to be ready for it, because they're trying to slow down your pass rushers because their O-line is weak. But you see this guy take that initial step, gets a little bit further back. You can tell that he is pass setting, even though, it's play action. He's really trying not to sell it too hard. and he takes that space to the inside. Really good hand usage. His hand placement was so precise, and then gets that sack. See how he sets this up, get that hard stab to the outside right there, feel the space, boom, hits that club, left hand to the left elbow, and then swim over the top, chop it basically, and then boom, get after Wilson, finish the play. Just all around amazing stuff from Bradley Chubb. Really, really fun to watch him play this week because he was just in his bag. Chubb has made an impact pretty much all the way around, as you can think, as a pass rusher, whether he's just winning around the edge, winning with his hands there, feeling space, working to the inside, having an inside counter. He also does a lot of work as on these stunts. It's nice to see him, whether he's crashing or looping, he does a good job. Almost gets another sack here. He basically throws it away as he's getting brought to the ground. Just perfectly timed with Sealer, waiting for this to happen. Get to the inside, takes really good angles to the quarterback, fight through the guard coming onto him late, get your arms on him, and then is literally pulling Zach to the ground, but he had an outlet to throw it too late. Just a really nice play from Bradley Chubb, like how, he can work and get pressure on the quarterback in many different ways. Another play where Bradley Chubb is involved within the sack. I actually don't even know who gets credit for this because 3 guys are on it, so it will be half and half to 2 of them. I think Van Ginkel got half, and I'm not sure who that one would have been. I think it might be Chubb. But they even give help to his side here. They give, the little chip there with the tight end, and he still gets to the quarterback very easily, winning around the outside of the player with the chip there. He attacks him initially, so he doesn't, throw him off his angle too far there, and then get engaged. The guy doesn't want to get too wide because he's gotten beaten to the inside so many times, and he thinks, with the chip help, I'm not going to get beat to the outside, but he just wins. Get engaged. Get this guy to open his hips, use those hands, very precise, get engaged, then boom, rip underneath, bend to the quarterback. They all meet at, I believe it's Simeon now, yeah, and all 3 of them, Van Ginkel, Wilkins, Chubb, everyone was getting after it. Sealer, obviously, not in this specific play, but was also making big-time plays. Love watching when this defensive front can play like this. It's very difficult, even with a hurt secondary, to get anything going against them. We got Chubb making plays out versus the pass. He actually get an offensive pass interference here because the guy's trying to block him down the field, and he just works through it like it's nothing. How is 82 going to block Chubb? He just tosses him to the side. He reads the play the whole way. This is just good awareness out in space. He recognizes the screen, makes a play at the catch point, is hitting the guy as he's catching it. That's really good stuff for a guy who is not known for playing in coverage. That stuff, even he thinks the flag's on him because he doesn't know it's offensive pass interference. But that's just excellent work all around. Great play from Chubb. Not what he's usually known for, but hey, you'll definitely take that if you can bring that versatility to a defense, because we even saw Van Ginkel making a pass deflection, 15 yards down the field at some point in this game. Last play, let me break down. This is actually, believe Chubb's last snap of the game, because after this, basically the game's over. He just wins around the edge again. Quick hand usage. He gets these guys to open up. He loves quick swipe of the hands. He sees that this guy, boom, shoot out that outside hand. You just want to beat that left hand. You're winning to the out there. He swipes him down, keeps his chest clean. He's able to open up his hips, turn towards the quarterback corner, and then swipe down hard on the hands to get that play. And then also gets the fumble recovery too. Just good awareness, good pass rushing ability. He just looks even extra explosive, good quickness. Love seeing him just burst off the ball too, because I feel like that's not exactly what he would always be known for, but he's playing at a different pace right now, and I love to see it. Very, very impactful. He's really proving to be worth that contract and that first-round pick with how he's played this season, because I don't think he played to that level last season. He played pretty solid, and then as the season's gone on, I feel like he's gotten better and better, more impactful, and they really do need him with the Jalen Phillips injury. If he plays like this, I feel very, very, very confident in the Dolphins defense. So if you guys know the video, much for that. Come subscribe.